Tired of wasting your money on rent? Looking for a cool place to live with tons of potential? Then check out this video that'll count down my picks for the top 5 best neighborhoods in Pittsburgh for first-time homebuyers. Here we go. Hi, and welcome to Mark Knows Pittsburgh, the YouTube channel dedicated to giving you the inside scoop on Pittsburgh and preparing you to buy a home in the Pittsburgh area. I am real estate agent Mark McClinchy. If you need an experienced agent that specializes in out-of-town home buyers, give me a call so we can get to work. If you think you should rent because you cannot afford to buy a home, you might be making a big mistake. You need to talk with a local mortgage expert to evaluate your financial situation and advise you on what you're able to afford. Or maybe you would rather rent because you are not sure where to live. I have got your solution. Check out these awesome Pittsburgh neighborhoods that are more affordable than you might think. Kicking off my list of best neighborhoods in Pittsburgh is Brighton Heights. If you want to live in the city of Pittsburgh but still have a suburban feel, then check out this neighborhood. Brighton Heights sits on the northern end of Pittsburgh and shares a border with Bellevue and Ross Township. Ohio River Boulevard flanks the western edge in the 250-acre Riverview Park to the east. Brighton Heights is just a couple of miles from downtown and easily accessible by public transportation. There are over 7,000 residents in Brighton Heights. Brighton Heights is known for its tree-lined streets and its variety of early 20th century architecture. It is a very walkable community with numerous businesses on California Avenue and Brighton Road. Shout out to California Coffee Bar, where my family and I love to grab breakfast on the weekend. Not only is Brighton Heights a cool neighborhood, but it is a great place for first-time homebuyers. There is plenty of inventory. In 2020, there were 94 homes sold with a median price of $180,000. Homes in this neighborhood tend to be larger than other neighborhoods on this list. A great value at an average of $104 per square foot. One of the best areas to live in Pittsburgh for first-time homebuyers is Beechview. Rents are starting to increase in this neighborhood, so buying is probably the better option for most people. Expect this area to see significant growth in the next few years. Beechview is in the South Hills, but within the city limits. It sits up on a ridge between Banksville Road at the bottom of one side and Liberty Avenue on the other side. Pittsburgh's light rail system, the T, goes straight through Beechview, right down the middle of Broadway Avenue with several neighborhood stops. Beechview has some of my favorite restaurants, including Musa, Chicken Latino, and El Paisano, just to name a few. Although the best food in Beechview isn't even at a restaurant, but at a street taco stand next to the IGA grocery store, Las Palmas. What else makes Beechview a great neighborhood? It is where you'll find my barber, Chuck, the absolute best barber in all of Pittsburgh. With a median sales price in 2020 of $144,000, Beechview is a smart investment for the first-time homebuyer. Beechview will appreciate at a rapid pace, so when you are ready to move, you could keep your house as an investment property or sell it for a sizable return. Check out the link in the description for a list of homes currently for sale. Next on my rankings of best neighborhoods in Pittsburgh is the up-and-coming community of Millvale. It sits directly across the river from the trendy, hip, and saturated neighborhood of Lawrenceville. Millvale is attracting many new business ventures, and the housing market, for now, is a great opportunity. Millvale is served by the Shaler Area School District and sits in a prime location. Easy access to the culture, events, and nightlife of the city of Pittsburgh, and travel north up Babcock Boulevard to tons of retail options in the North Hills. But there are plenty of opportunities within Millvale to explore as well. Within easy walking distance, you can get a tattoo at Three Rivers Tattoo, sit down for a pizza at Ironborn, grab a growler at Grist House Craft Brewery, and then throw some sharp objects at Lumberjacks's Axe Throwing. Sounds like a great day. Just under Route 28, you can enjoy Millvale Riverfront Park, where you can walk or bike the Three Rivers Heritage Trail, or enjoy kayaking or boating on the Allegheny River. In 2020, the median sales price of the 36 homes sold in Millvale was $130,000. Some of these might require some significant renovation, but still at an affordable price, especially compared to Lawrenceville, you can find homes that are completely updated and move-in ready. Only 40% of the homes in Millvale are owner-occupied, So there is plenty of opportunity for first-time homebuyers to get a great deal in an awesome neighborhood. Troy Hill is one of the best kept secrets in all of Pittsburgh, and it takes my number 2 spot for best Pittsburgh neighborhoods. Due to the hilly terrain, Troy Hill is fairly isolated, and most Pittsburgh residents have probably never driven through or visited. But Troy Hill is well worth your time to learn more. At the bottom of Troy Hill sits Route 28 and the Allegheny River. You can take the steep incline up Rialto Street across from the 31st Street Bridge, or past Penn Brewery and head up Troy Hill Road to reach the heart of the neighborhood on top of the plateau. The views of the city skyline are phenomenal. Troy Hill is home to many historic landmarks built in the late 1800s, including St. Anthony's Chapel, which has the largest collection of Catholic artifacts in the world outside of the Vatican. You can also find other unique attractions, such as La Huerta Royale. Troy Hill is home to 2 of the best eateries in Pittsburgh, Scratch Food and Beverage and Pear in the Pickle. Troy Hill is a small neighborhood and takes up an area less than a half square mile. Finding a home might be a challenge. Only 23 homes sold in 2020 for an average price of $87 per square foot, which is the cheapest price of the featured Pittsburgh neighborhoods in this video. If you want to explore homes for sale in Troy Hill, there is a link in the description. We have arrived at my top pick of best neighborhoods in Pittsburgh for first-time homebuyers, Carnegie. The borough of Carnegie checks all the boxes. Quaint and walkable business district, rich history and culture, access to so many perks and amenities in every direction, and affordable and charming homes. Carnegie, which is definitely not pronounced Carnegie, is right off the Parkway east to the north, Interstate 79 to the west, and Chartiers Creek bisects the borough in 2 halves. Carnegie was once a thriving steel mill town with a population nearly double the current 7,900 residents. And like so many Pittsburgh neighborhoods, the collapse of the steel industry in the 1970s took a huge economic toll on this community. But Carnegie is making a strong comeback, and new businesses and development along Main Street have made Carnegie a great place to live and an attractive destination to visit. There are so many fantastic establishments throughout Carnegie. Check out my newsletter link below. And shout out to Mayor Stacy Riley for her leadership and vision. The housing market moves quickly in Carnegie. I have represented several first-time homebuyers involved in bidding wars against cash investors for homes just days on the market. The median sales price was $150,000 for the 89 homes sold in 2020. Don't miss out on the opportunity to own a home in Carnegie. If you watch this long, I imagine you are very interested in finding the ideal Pittsburgh neighborhood to call home, and likely a first-time homebuyer as well. There are numerous grants and programs available for first-time homebuyers. Send me a quick email or text, and I would be happy to put you in touch with local mortgage experts that can give you more details about first-time homebuyer programs in Pennsylvania. And don't forget to check out all the great links in the description below. Have a great day.